Hello, everybody. My name is Alexia Vanafra, and I'm a Deputy Director with the Vermont Office of Child Support. I'm joined today by two of our seasoned paralegals, Terry Bogacek from our Northwest office, which is based in Burlington, and Andrea Montgomery out of our Northeast office, which is based in St. Johnsbury. We do have other offices scattered throughout the state, and we will be ending this presentation with how to find our locations, our contact information, and lots of other great resources. We are going to be spending the majority of this brief presentation having Andrea and Terry take us through some of the most frequently asked questions that folks that are new to this process tend to ask, folks like yourselves. But before we do, first I would like to say on behalf of our director and all of us at OCS that while sometimes the child support process can be complex, you're not alone and we're here to help. So before I turn it over to Andrea and Terry, I'd like to just take a couple of minutes to give a little bit of an overview about who we are and what we do. So our vision at the Office of Child Support is that every child has the resources needed to be safe, secure, and stable. Our mission is that we promote the well-being of all families by strengthening their financial safety net. We provide quality services and information to parents, caregivers, and community partners involved in the child support process. Why child support? Well, studies actually show that the receipt of child support increases the economic independence of the parents, including their reliance on public assistance benefits. It lifts children and families out of poverty, and it actually accounts for about half of the average income of low-income families who receive it, and it increases parental involvement of the paying parent. What does OCS do? You're going to hear a lot about that from Andrea and Terry, but in summary, we educate families about parentage and how to establish, enforce, and modify child support orders. We assist families to calculate child support guidelines. We determine and collect money owed. We prepare agreements that work for everyone, and we compose court filings and attend court hearings. We review families' changes of circumstances, striving for realistic orders and consistent payments. And we refer family members to community and state programs, including employment and life skills services. So now I'll turn it over to Andrea and Terry to introduce themselves and answer some of the most frequently asked questions.
Hi, my name is Andrea Montgomery, and I'm a paralegal with the Office of Child Support. I've been with the Office of Child Support for 11 years, and I work in the Northeast region, which is based in St. Johnsbury. I cover court events in Caledonia, Orleans, Lamoille, and Essex counties. And one of the most common questions that I have been asked is who is eligible for OCS services. We provide services to both custodial and non-custodial parents, as well as guardians of children who are under the age of 18. In most cases, where a parent or guardian is receiving reach-up benefits, OCS will be a party to the case without the need to formally request our services. However, our services are available to all parties, even if neither party is receiving reach-up benefits. In fact, because we do not represent you as an attorney would, we can provide assistance to both parties in the same case. To obtain our services, you can download the application from our website or call our toll-free number and ask one of our customer service representatives to mail an application to you. We will provide you with our website and contact information at the end of this presentation. Once your application is received and your case is opened, a caseworker will be assigned to your case. And while you will interact with many of us with varying roles during the life cycle of your caseworker will be a very important point of contact for you, and you will hear us refer to that role a lot during this presentation. Now I'm going to turn it over to Terry, who will tell us what happens when people live in different states.
Hi, As Andrea said, my name is Terry Bogacek, and I'm also a paralegal with the Office of Child Support. I've been with our agency for 13 years, and I'm a paralegal in our Northwest region, which serves Chittenden, Franklin, and Grand Isle counties. Andrea has just discussed who is eligible for our services, and I would like to further add that our office can assist parties when you may not know the location of the other parent or the other parent resides out of state. The Uniform Interstate Family Support Act requires that child support agencies in all 50 states work cooperatively in the establishment, modification, and enforcement of child support. If you happen to fall into this category, our office can help you complete paperwork for filing the appropriate action to the out-of-state agency where the other parent resides. When it comes to obtaining child support, a common question that we are often asked is, how do I safely pursue child support when I have domestic violence concerns? I'll turn back to Andrea, who will address this concern.
While we strive to improve the economic well-being of the children and families that we serve, we do recognize that when it comes to establishing and enforcing child support, some of you may have concerns for your personal safety as well as the safety of your children. So we have put procedures in place to help you obtain support while keeping you and your children safe. If you're receiving REACH-UP benefits, talk to your REACH-UP caseworker to have your concerns noted and passed along to us. If you're filling out an application, there is a space provided for you to tell us what your concerns are so that we can take the appropriate precautions on your behalf. Never be afraid to reach out to your regional office or child support caseworker to discuss your case and any safety concerns at any point during the life cycle of your case. There are some really important reasons to establish parentage and child support, and Terry will tell us about those next.
One of the functions of our agency is to establish parentage. With the definition of family becoming more diverse, expansive, and no longer viewed through a traditional lens, establishing parentage remains a key function of the Office of Child Support. Once parentage has been established and child support ordered, the support helps to provide financial stability into the household. In addition, there are certain benefits that may be payable on behalf of your child from agencies such as the Social Security Administration or the Department of Veterans Affairs that are linked to a parent that is either disabled or deceased. However, these benefits require that parentage has been legally established before that benefit will be paid. Andrea will now talk about how child support is paid once parentage has been established and child support ordered.
There are a couple of options to pay child support, but by far the preferred way under the law and by parents is to have child support paid by wage withholding. It's like having a deduction for your retirement or health insurance. It will come directly out of your paycheck. Almost all child support is paid this way, and it has really become the normal way to pay child support. But sometimes it isn't legally required or even possible to have support withheld from a person's wages, like people who are self-employed, for instance. In those cases, the parent pays support directly to us and we send it on to the other person. And in rare instances, parties may request that payment go directly from one parent to the other and not pass through us. We refer to this as a direct pay order, and this is something that both parents must agree to and the court must approve. In this instance, we would not be providing services and we would not be keeping a record of those payments. So whether it is wage withheld and sent to us or the parent paying support sends it to us directly, we are like a clearinghouse and we have very strict requirements for how quickly we must turn those payments around. We keep accurate records of the payments made each and every month so you don't have to. Now that we know how support is paid, Terry will tell us how support payment is received.
As Andrea indicated, child support can be paid through the Office of Child Support either by a direct payment or by wage withholding, and the payments are forwarded to you in one of two ways. The first is by direct deposit into either a checking or savings account that you designate with our office. A benefit of direct deposit is that you can check your account at your financial institution to see whether a payment has been made and is therefore available for use. If you choose direct deposit as your payment option, you will need to provide our office with your account information, which we keep confidential, and written authorization. We will then contact your bank to make the necessary arrangements. The second option for receiving your payment is by ReliaCard, which is a prepaid Visa debit card that can be used to make purchases, pay bills, or get cash wherever Visa cards are accepted. The Relia card is not a credit card, so there's no fee to sign up. You do not need to be affiliated with a bank to enroll, and you can sign up for email or text alerts when money has been added to your card. If you do not sign up for direct deposit, then you'll automatically be issued a Relia card. Let's now turn back to Andrea, who will discuss child support modifications and how our office can assist you.
Thank you, Terry. It's really important to know that once a child support order is in place, it remains in place until a new order is issued. And we know that things change. Employment changes, living situations change, and even additional children. And these are just some of the things that can have an effect on your child support. When these things occur, reach out to your caseworker. We can take a look at your circumstances and help determine if filing a modification is appropriate. But even if you're not experiencing any changes, we do have a process in place where we take a look at your order after the obligation is 3 years old. In that case, your caseworker would reach out to both parties to gather information and discuss the possibility of modifying your order. Other changes may happen because one of your children has turned 18 or graduated from high school, whichever comes later. We refer to this as aging out. And this leads me right into the question of, when does my child support end? The obligation to pay monthly child support will end when the youngest child has aged out. So if you have more than one child on your order, it is really important to remember that your order will not automatically modify just because one child has aged out. You should contact us in advance of the child aging out, and we can assist you with modifying your order. Another important thing to remember, if all of the children on your order have aged out, but there remains some unpaid child support, your case will not automatically close. We will continue to work with you to collect any unpaid child support on your behalf. Terry will now give you some information on how the legal process works.
Thank you, Andrea. We realize that navigating the legal process can be overwhelming, and we are here to help. When you have the services of the Office of Child Support, our job is to assist either parent with the appropriate filing to the court. Often, we find that parties agree on all issues pertaining to their child and only need our assistance in preparing the court filing and proposed orders for the court's review and approval. Whenever possible, our office facilitates a pre-filing meeting with both parties to determine the agreed upon and the disputed issues. In instances where there are disputed issues or a party does not wish to participate in a pre-filing meeting, your caseworker will work with you to prepare the court filing. After the filing is sent to the court, service must be completed on the other party. Once service has been completed by certified restricted mail or by sheriff's service, the first court event will be a case manager conference where a case manager from the court, a representative from the Office of Child Support, and parties will be present. This is a more informal setting where discussions regarding parentage, parental rights and responsibilities, parent-child contact, and child support take place. If there are agreements, the case manager will prepare the stipulations for your signatures and then forward to the judge or magistrate for review and approval. If one of the parties fails to appear for the case manager conference or there are disputed issues, then your case will be set for hearing with either the judge or the magistrate, depending on the issue in dispute. The hearing will be a more formal setting than the case manager conference. However, remember that the Vermont Family Court is pro se friendly and private counsel can be retained at any time. Because the Office of Child Support does not provide legal representation to either party, Andrea will now explain what our role is at court events.
I do want to stress that we do not act in the interest of either party, but it is our duty by law to represent the best interest of the child. So we make every effort to meet with you ahead of your court event to gather information for your case so we can pinpoint any areas of agreement or disagreement. We help you navigate the process and assist you with often complicated legal issues. Once we're at court, we can help present the evidence, ask questions of both parties, and provide the court with the facts of your case, and then make a recommendation to the court, which is based on the best interest of the child. And as Terry mentioned, you might have a case managers conference and you might not be able to come to an agreement on that day, which probably means your case would be set for a magistrate hearing. I personally have been involved in many cases where people were unable to come to an agreement at their case manager conference. But sometime after, we're able to find some common ground. We were able to help them draft their agreement and submit it to the court, and in the end, avoid an unnecessary magistrate hearing. These are just some of the benefits of having our services. And as you can see from this slide on the screen, the benefits of our services stay with you throughout the life cycle of your case. In the center, you will see our 4 core functions. One of them we have not talked much about, and that is enforcements. In addition to assisting you with establishing parentage and child support, as well as modifying your child support, we are there to assist you in enforcing your order through a variety of enforcement methods. These can be very case specific and something that you can discuss with your caseworker or even the paralegal presenting your case at court. Now that we've provided you with an overview of our services, Terry will answer some more case specific questions.
Thank you, Andrea. One common question that we hear at the Office of Child Support is, what do I do if I am out of work? If you have a child support order in place and you've lost your job, then the Office of Child Support can help you file for a modification of the order. If you are having difficulty securing employment or are underemployed due to barriers including substance abuse, mental health issues, a history of incarceration, limited education, or intermittent work history, then the Office of Child Support can refer you to our community partners that may be able to help you in obtaining employment. Another question that we hear is related to receiving reach-up from Economic Services and how the receipt of reach-up impacts the receipt of child support. When a person is receiving reach-up, child support payments received by our office are forwarded to Economic Services to assist in reimbursing grant monies that are being paid on behalf of your child. However, when your grant closes, the child support payments are redirected into your household and will be paid either by direct deposit or Relia card. You will not receive both reach-up and child support. When your grant closes, you are automatically opted into the services of the Office of Child Support unless you indicate that you do not wish to have our services. This concludes our frequently asked questions. I'll turn it over to Alexia to wrap up our presentation.
Ooh, that's a lot of information. Thank you so much, Andrea and Terry, for covering those frequently asked questions. And for those of you who are watching, if you didn't catch everything, that's okay. We have a contact center and we have caseworkers to answer those questions and to provide this information. So, speaking of that, there are 2 ways that you can work with the Office of Child Support. There are limited OCS services and there are full OCS services. And hopefully you can tell from the chart on the screen that there are many benefits to receiving full OCS services. They include all the services listed below. However, parents can opt to pay a $5 a month fee to receive limited OCS services. If they pay that $5 a month fee and receive only our limited services, those services are limited to us collecting and recording the child support payments, including wage withholding payments, and distributing and dispersing those child support payments, and that's about it. However, if you fill out an application for services, or if you are on reach-up, you automatically get these services. You, in addition to the 2 that I mentioned, you do not get charged for these services, they're free. Also, we can help with locating a non-custodial parent, referring you to community partners, preparing and filing motions to establish parentage and to establish, enforce, and modify the child support order, even if one parent is out of state. We are here to answer questions and to help you as parents and guardians navigate the legal process, as you heard from Terry and Andrea. We are here to help parents and guardians find areas of agreement and to scribe those stipulations for the court. We will attend court events to supply information and evidence to the court, scribe the court order for the magistrate or judge to review and approve, and explain that order to the parents and guardians. And we can also help collect past due child support through a variety of enforcement remedies. So that's the list or an overview of what the full OCS services are that are for free. Once you apply and you choose full OCS services, you cannot pick and choose the services you want. We as the office will provide all available services as needed, but of course we will communicate with you so that you know what's happening throughout your case. As promised, we're ending this brief presentation with how to get more information. Here you can see that you can contact us either through calling our toll-free number. You can talk to a contact center specialist. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:45 to 4:15 p.m. Or you can use our automated phone system once you have a case, 24/7 from anywhere in the United States. In addition, our contact center does have an email that you can use to reach out to them. We have a ton of great information on our website, the address for which I've provided below. In addition to that, on that website, there's a wonderful handbook for parents that talks about a lot of what Terry and Andrea have covered and more. And once you have a case with us, you are also able to log into something that we call Info on My Case, which is our parent login, so that you can get information specific to your own child support case, including the most recent payments that were made on your child support case. All of this information can be found if you just search for Vermont OCS in your web browser. You will see that our website will come up, and everything that I have shown you on this slide you can find on our website. We want to thank you so much for your attention. And again, just want to reinforce that we truly are here to help, and you don't have to do this process alone. Huge thank you to Terry and Andrea for all the wonderful information that they have given today, and we wish you luck on your journey.